Hello everybody, I'm Captain Bill Miller. After spending most of my life on the water and 22 years on television filming the action and fishing trips that I took on the water, I've come up with some great video for you that we want to bring back. We want to show you a blast from the past. And on this show, the blast from the past, is Captain Glen Taylor. He takes us out deep water bottom fishing. And on the show, there's some great tips about bottom fishing, some great grouper and snapper action. And by the way, notice the rod and reels that we're using, not your typical grouper snapper rod and reels. Let's go fishing.
There's that pretty fish that's right in the corner.
Oh, I know he's got it. 100 feet of fly line out. There he is. There's two. He turned, he came back. We can see him come up. And the shrimp.
There he is. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And then I picked it up and it started really going. It started on one side, came all the way around to the other side of the boat. And you go from the bottom side up. Ah, nice.
That's a good sign when you're seeing past crabs out here. It's taking every inch of my self-aim not to go and get that bait.
Why not?
You know? God, that's a good show, boys. And when it turns red like that, that's a large concentration. You know, yellow is a little bit less fish, the green a little bit thicker, but when you get that red, almost like a thunderstorm, then you're like, ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Makes you get that little feeling, get a little tingly. Got a glare this morning, it's tough. You know, I put a knot in my rope. You know, they say don't put a knot in it, but I know this knot's 150 feet, so it's a good judge for me, so I know how much line I have out. Some say it's bad, I say it's good. Weird bait to be chumming with, huh? Minus the ice.
Yeah.
Most people are using like a chum bag or white, white bait or something. Try the shrimpies. First thing we like to do, a few pieces. And then hopefully what we're going to see as these baits are going down, and Bill, I don't know if it's been your experience, but it certainly has been mine. When I used to throw baits, in the beginning, I'm real good at them. I'm tearing them up like this. Then I get a little lazy. Then I get the whole shrimp and just throw them out. But what I found, doing this stuff, the fish are much more responsive when the bait is either ripped in half or cut in half. And so I'm guessing, that they're used to seeing a bait get cut in half by a kingfish or, a tuna or something like that. So they're used to seeing baits fall down, cut in half.
And Glenn, when you're on a spot like this chumming, how long do you chum before you put actual baits over?
That depends. How long I'd like to take or how long I do take it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I like to give it about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But my ADD kicks in and I'm like, get them, go! And especially if the fish pop up.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like you're chumming with your cast net for whitebait. You get your pinfish in and you wait and you wait and you want to really wait, but well, I have a hard time doing that. So I usually tell my clients, I said, please give me a solid 10 minutes before I tell you to fish. Even if I tell you to fish, don't fish. Give me 10 minutes, that's all I ask. Now the fish are even higher up on the screen. You'll see them come up. They're less Christmas treed now. They're spread out a little bit more. And look at the ones, look at the streaks coming up. All right, so here's my secret to it. About the perfect size shrimp here. All right, normally I've got a rod in one hand, a bait in here, so I'll bite the tail.
And then you bite the tail because you're hungry?
Oh, it's starving.
Yeah.
I thread him on there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put my jig. It's not like grouper fishing. These fish are pretty smart. They got pretty keen eyes too. And if I can get my client to bite a tail off a shrimp, I know he'll come back to me.
And what type of leader do you like to use?
15 to 25, 15 to 20 feet. About the same, whatever my pound leader is. And then if I'm getting bits solid, getting broken off, I can, raise my leader or I can lower it on that. So the whole purpose here, what we're trying to do, very similar when we're tarpon fishing with the crab, a drag-free drift.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to toss that shrimp in. And when I throw my chum out there, you want that bait to be drag-free drift dropping with the others. And if you move it, you might have to start your whole entire drift.
Yeah.
Let it go for about 100 feet or so. If you don't get bit, you reel it back in. We do the same thing. Drag free. Don't want to be this guy getting your line out.
Yeah.
Because if that shrimp jumps, those snapper are so wary, they're gone. And you know, notice what we're doing. We're in 10, 15 feet of water. We're going after big groupers, big snappers, and you're using a snook rod with a 16th ounce jig head.
Nice.
If you snag on bottom, boy, I'm going to be surprised. Now, I mean, how many times have you done that? You come out as a great show, you drop 2 or 3 big baits down, you get pinned to the gunnel, break off, and then it shuts the whole bite down.
Yeah.
This is a lot different.
Yeah. So better check my drag.
Let's see what we can do here.
Now, what are you throwing there? That's not shrimp there.
Oh, that's a little secret, right?
Glass minnows?
That's our glass minnows. Mm-hmm. You tell me a fish that doesn't like to eat a glass minnow, huh?
I don't know it.
Haven't caught one yet. And you know what I like about doing with the shrimp, and I like doing with the glass minnows? You're not filling them up either. With these yellowtails and mangrove snapper, you know, their bellies are a lot smaller than a big red grouper that can eat and eat and eat and eat. So you want to get them hungry, but you don't want to fill them. Now the anticipation. See if anybody's home. Drag-free drift, real light, and all of a sudden, hopefully that line will snap.
Attaboy.
It's not fighting like a snapper. I don't know what I have. He ain't fighting like a snapper. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Did I get... Ooh, he's taking me to the house. If this is a yellowtail, it's a big one. Come on up the papa. Fight more like an amber. Come up the papa. What do we got here, Bill? I'm gonna guess an amberjack just because it's hard to see cold. We shall see. We shall see. How about a giant gag?
How about that? Are you kidding me? On that light stuff?
Uh-huh. Look at that jig. Oh!
Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that gag on the light spinning gear.
15-pound test.
Yes, sir.
110 feet of water. Way off the bottom.
Yeah.
Not a bad start, huh? Look at that
Beautiful.
old broom tail on him, huh? And guess what? This guy's still in season. Oh, no. But this is feeling much more snapperish than that last one.
Nice mangrove snap. God, look at that mangrove. That is one serious snapper there, buddy.
How's that one, Bob, huh?
I need to catch one of those.
Isn't that sick?
Yeah.
That might be on off.
Good whiz.
Oh, Lord, he's taking me to the house. You gotta remember, a 15-pound tap. It feels like another big snapper. Oh, another big gag. That's what he is.
That's unreal.
Look at that hog. Hang on. What's he got in his mouth? Yeah, look what he ate there.
A crab.
You know what's nice about these fish? We don't even have to measure them.
Yeah.
What do we call them? No doubters? No doubters, buddy. Bill, them fish are way off the bottom. Look at the grouper streaking up on the screen. There you go.
There's two. There's two. Well, they must be thick if I got one. I'm just telling you that right
Come
now.
on.
They got to be hungry and thick.
They're always 60 feet off the bottom. It's solid screened out.
Glenn's just catching them one after another. Finally, I got one. Golly, that's a beautiful mango.
That ain't a bad one right there.
Look at that. Beautiful mango.
You let him eat it too, didn't you?
I wanted to be sure. Let's get a double shot of this, Glenn.
Huh? How nice is that?
Look at that.
Yours is way bigger than mine now. That's the way it should be, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, God, don't get down there. Oh yeah. Snapperville here, buddy. What are you? You don't want to see this one, Bill. No, you don't.
Beautiful mango.
Hmm?
Turn around.
I can't even grab him by the leader.
That's a beautiful mango, but it's by your standards, that's small.
Yeah, 3-pounder. It's like, what's going on here? And look how much he ate that. Huh? He was hungry. What I like about this fishing that we're doing here, you can apply this whether you're in Tampa Bay or you're out 30 miles like we are today. Matter of fact, the only reason why we decided to run out, because we can today.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how often in middle of February is it less than 1 foot?
Yeah.
So why stay in? But we can do this. The fish aren't as big, but guess what? The bite's quicker because it's shallower. If I stay up off the bottom, I'm not catching the small red groupers, the grunts, those kind of fish.
Mm-hmm. Fishing one of these spinning rods is a lot of fun.
You got him way down now.
Yeah, had a lot of line out.
Yeah, look at that though. He's doing that famous head shake.
Triggerfish.
Triggerfish.
Now, isn't this interesting?
What's he doing coming off the bottom? He is a cool fish right there.
The reason they call them triggers is if I try to push that dorsal fin down, no way it's going. This little fin right back here is a trigger. Look at that. That's why they call them a triggerfish. Pretty fish.
Man, he's wild looking, huh?
Yeah, look at the eyes. Got the blue on his fins, that pretty color right there. I'm fishing for triggerfish. You guys fish for snapper, I'm fishing for triggerfish.
That's a nice fish there, don't you?
A huge triggerfish. A huge triggerfish.
God. Look, he's so big, he's got a remore stuck on him.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a remore on a trigger?
No.
That is a monster. No wonder he pulls so hard.
There's the remore right there on
That
his.
is an absolute slob of a trigger. You got him way up too. Didn't seem like you were that close to the bottom.
Look at that eye. Got a psychedelic eye. God, it was great fun on that spinner.
Nice. He's taking you straight down to the house. I think the tide's changed a little bit there, son. I mean, I was on fire in the beginning, and now I'm sitting there looking at you.
We shall see. Mango.
Look at the size of that mango.
Nice. Mango, look at that. I'm telling you. Yeah, they're called mangrove snapper, but I don't see any mangroves out here. Gray snapper is also another name for them. They got all kind of names, but the name I have for that is a beautiful fish and some real good eating. Got something. Whoa, doctor.
Spooled me. He just spooled me. Wow, what did I have right there? That had a forked tail, whatever that was. That didn't have a broom tail, that had a forked tail. What do you got, son?
It's a grouper. A red grouper.
Look at him.
Doctor. And this light tackle, oh, look at his mouth. His mouth has got so much of our chum in it. Look at it all spitting it up. I'm gonna let that one go.
We have a cooler full, don't we?
Yes, we do. Get him.
Come on, that's a big gag.
Get him.
Come on.
Hold him, Glenn.
Not with 2 barrels, she can't stay down. Right. Oh, this is a monster, boys and girls. Oh, we love the sound of that, don't we? Here. What do we have here? Oh, boy, oh, boy. Oh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me. Look at the size of this mangrove snapper.
That is a huge mangrove snapper. Gee whiz.
You want to grab him for me?
Yeah.
He's just barely hooked.
Look at that. That's a master angler job there, Glenn. That's
Look
him.
at that,
That's all him on that one.
Come on. I got lucky on that one. Well, the last fish I got spooled on. So I'm like, really? So we broke out the bigger rod.
What a beauty.
He's 8 pounds, huh? 7 pounds? Wonder how many inches that fish is. That's a big snapper, buddy. Can you believe that's the same ones we catch in the bay? It's amazing what happens if you let them grow up, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think, Bill, we're going to let this one go.
Okay.
I don't think, I mean, the red grouper, you were really being a nice guy.
All right, let's keep that one.
Let's keep this one, huh?
Now, Glenn, we're going to change techniques. What are we going to do here?
Well, now instead of getting the fish up off the bottom and the fish coming to us, we're going to drop down with what we call a knocker rig. We have a small circle hook, and we have a knocker rig sinker. And this right here is kind of unique because your sinker actually goes right into your hook, and it knocks right there. For me, it's the way I like to fish best. I think I can get the most feel. I don't like having a big long leader and having my sinker up here. The problem is we're fishing this high relief, and then when that drops down and then your leader and your bait swims, you get all wrapped up. This here I can drop into the rocks or in the ledge, and 9 times out of 10 I don't get hung up.
We were using a 15-pound leader before when we were freelining. What about now?
About
heavier?
40, yeah.
40?
Because there's more grouper. Even though we caught the big gags and you caught the big fire truck and whatnot, when you get down there, it's not the size of the fish that you're worried about cutting you off, but it's all the structure.
Yeah.
So when those big gags are shooting up and eating our baits, we can catch them on 15-pound test. But when you're going to their house,
Yeah.
you need a little bit stronger.
How
So
about bait? Same bait?
Same bait.
Okay.
You know why? Because we might get a hogfish. We might get lucky. Nice. What do you have on there, Bill?
Shrimp.
Bring up a nice scamp. We haven't caught a scamp. They're my favorite grouper to eat, the scamp.
Mango. Another small mango.
Nice one though.
I'm gonna let this fella go. We got plenty of mangoes in the
Yeah.
box. Spitting up my shrimp.
And you know what? I always say this too. We catch much bigger fish on the jig dropping than we do on the bottom. Isn't that amazing? I'm going with a little bit bigger bait now. Going with a good old standard pinfish. Went with like a 7/0 circle hook. Me personally, I like to go right through the cheek, and come out the other side. Especially if there's current down there, so he can sit there and just shake. And he doesn't spin on the way down. Knock a rig right on his nose. Let's see what happens.
You're done.
Oh, he dropped it. He dropped it. I'm going to go straight back down. Oh, he's back.
Get him, Glenn.
I don't know, Bill.
I'm glad you got the big rod.
Yeah. That time when he hit it, I pulled it away from him the first time, and then I brought it up like 10 feet. So he came up. Try to give myself a little bit of a head start on him. Oh, boy,
You got him coming now.
Yeah. Now I got him. Oh.
Look at that. God, look at that grouper. Gee whiz.
Huh?
Beautiful, Glenn.
Another no doubter. Circle hook, right in the corner of that mouth. We call this gagalicious. That looks like a big snapper.
When you drop that shrimp down there to the bottom, it's instant. I mean, instant. You were right, Glenn. You said 3 seconds.
3 seconds. That's. If not, your bait's gone.
Yeah.
You're either pinned to the gunnel or your bait's gone. Yeah, I mean, we've been throwing all these baits down. They've been watching it come down. Half of them aren't reaching the bottom. They're getting eaten. So now we're dropping a lead to get to the bottom. A lot of other different fish. Oh, I'm smoked. Oh. There's no way, Bill.
There's a nice mango snapper.
Coming up. I don't think. What do you got there?
Compared to what we've been catching, though, it's a teeny.
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
3 pound, 4 pound mangoes, small. Oh,
We're throwing
switching
them
the
back.
rod. Oh, you don't want to see this one. You don't want to see this.
My goodness gracious.
Oh. Woo! Huh?
You're the man.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
He's got a bill.
Mm-hmm. We let him eat it.
Yeah, that's it. Great job.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Tie me in the boat.
Now I feel a little bit more confident because you have the knocker rig. So that long sinker and that leader is not going to get hung up as much. There's something there he wants, isn't it? He's going right under the boat.
Yeah.
He's trying to get into that hole. Whip him, Bill. Don't let him do that to you. I think we have him fired up right now. Anything we drop down, saying 3 seconds, and that's about it.
Hope you enjoyed that action. Glen's a great guy and a great fisherman, and those tips will help you catch a lot more fish. A little different, but they really work, as you can see. Thanks for watching, and make sure to tune in for our next shows, which will be packed with more action just like this one.